Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome into this pick a card. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day you're watching this. It is a timeless reading. Now, we have two piles to choose from as far as animal spirit guides goes. The animal spirit guides have a message for you. The first pile to choose is the blue jay, and I will read the message for you if you choose the blue jay. And the second pile is the cardinal. All right. If you need a moment to pause the video in order to choose your pile, you can go ahead and do so. Otherwise, I will see you in your reading. All right, pile one. You chose the blue jay. The time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. Okay? You could be seeing a lot of blue jays, or you have some kind of affinity to the blue jay bird. Blue jays are usually, if I'm not mistaken, actually both blue jays and cardinals are birds of spirit messages, right? Of loved ones who've passed over, specifically the cardinal, but the blue jay I think is more angelic and spiritual guides. What kind of abilities are you mastering though? Frog. You've got the frog. Every step counts. This is an advantage in taking steps slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Slow and steady. Kind of reminds me of the snail there, but is it a snail? I'd have to look in the book as to what kind of animal that is. Black bear, guardian, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. Okay, so that's the ability that you're really accessing there. Using the intuition. More so than normal. Guilt. Turn off the alarm. Oof. Alright. So you got the little basset hound there. Or is that a beagle? No, that's a basset hound. Boar. Combativeness and honor. The wild boar, right? Interesting. Okay, pile one. I feel like you weren't expecting these animals. I feel like the bear, sure, but the other ones you're like, really? I don't know. There's something there about that. Like, they're very special. They're very specific. So what do the animals have to say? Let's start with the obvious. Slow down. All of them except for the boar aren't very fast, if you've noticed. Actually, while I'm talking about this, let me look up exactly what that what this one is, because it kind of looks like a sea snail, you know, almost like a version of a sea snail. But yeah, slow down. Where are you rushing to? It's kind of like you know, when we tell kids like your food's not going to run away. Why are you eating so fast? I feel like you do everything like that. You pee fast, you eat fast, you sleep fast, you work fast, you just because there's something here about like deadlines are just always on to the next thing. I mean, that's naturally what we have to do. Because life, you know, bills, job, taking care of the family, all that. You need a cleansing. Wait a minute. Oh no, that's not a blue jay. That's a finch in there. Okay. It's a very blue bird. Maybe it's not a finch. But look, there's a frog there. I think also the bees. Okay, so this little guy is a nudibranch, which means naked gill. It's a type of sea slug. Oh, it's a slug. Okay. Well, no, snails are slugs too, right? I'm sounding so dumb for your reading right now. Very uneducated. All right. Often overlooked, nudibranches are very small, beautiful organisms that can be found clinging to the tops of ocean arches or on the ocean floor. They show you how to move easily in emotional waters. Are you serious? Because okay, hold on. Let me finish reading so I can tell you what that is. They represent moving at a slow, steady pace by grounding in attitude and philosophy. Constant effort and the belief that you can do this will help you reach your targeted outcome. Continue to investigate how you feel about the current situation while moving slowly and toward your goal. Slowly. So the frog for me, I mean, it is a water animal. It is the water element in this deck. But It is always, ever since I got that deck and started using with it, God knows how many years ago at this point, but it has always felt a card that talks about emotional release and just literally crying. Cry when you need to cry. Let it all out. Feel those emotions. You've got this. I feel like you feel guilty, in a way, for being a good protector, a good provider, or snapping sometimes. That's why the boar is there. Combativeness. Maybe these are the emotions that you need to cleanse. That's where I'm going with this. If you are burnt out, you're going to snap, right? If you are doing too much, too fast, too many times, all the time, you're going to snap. You're going to be combative. You're going to feel a heightened sense of emotion. You're going to feel aggressive a little bit. That's just human nature. Breathing deeply. So doing breath work right now. The spirit animals want you to know to breathe. You ever look at a basset hound? They're like the cutest. That's why for a minute I was like, is that a beagle? Because also beagles. But basset hounds and beagles are just... they're so lazy. They're so lazy, but yet they have this drive within them. It's called, what do we call it at work? Oh crap, I forgot. I say it all the time at work. But basically, knowing how to be wise with mechanics and the way that you move. Moving with a purpose. That's what we used to say in the army. Moving with a purpose. Okay? Not wasting energy, not wasting time, not wasting effort. Being okay with being lazy. That's what I think. Also, black bears, they hibernate, right? They're bear. They hibernate. Frogs, especially, I think this is supposed to be a tree frog, hide. Tree frogs are not easy to find. I'm more like, I don't know if this is a tree frog in the image. I can't remember, but I feel tree frog. And they're poisonous too. So, interesting, right? With that aggressive, combative energy from the boar, also very territorial energy here. I'm spitting out a lot of messages right now, okay? Tree frogs are rare, a rare sight. You rarely see them. Bears hibernate. Boars, same thing. And if you walk up to a wild boar, ask anybody in the South, okay? Not that they're common anymore, but they are there. You're asking you're asking for a fight. So it's kind of making me wonder here. All right, is it you that's naturally throwing this energy out because you're just overworked, underpaid, exhausted, or is it you that's like this because you feel like you have the next deadline, the next deadline, the next deadline? I got to do this. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I've got, an oil change the day after. I have to have that project in at work by Friday. Blah, 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 blah. I have to go help my friend move. I have to go to my husband's family's gathering on Saturday. And that's like, I never have a day to myself. This is what I'm feeling like. And it's like you feel guilty for wanting a day, time. You feel guilty for wanting to slow down. You shouldn't. And I think your intuition, right? Because we said that, awaken my intuition and guide me. Because your intuition is trying to lead you towards it, And it's kind of manifesting in an aggressive and combative and threatened way. Because you're not honoring the intuition with control and humility. There it is. Do so with control and humility. Turn off the alarm. That's another thing with basset hounds and beagles. They're notorious for getting in the garbage. They're notorious for it. They love the garbage. So there's almost, I kind of want to say this side message because I'm feeling it. I'm going to say it. I don't know why I didn't want to say it. But I feel like maybe one person watching right now, you're like, damn, I eat like shit. I snack like shit. I drink like shit. I don't drink enough water. I have soda all day. I have coffee all day, whatever. Right? I eat chocolate when I come home. listen, it's okay. One thing at a time, right? Actually, moving more towards a healthier lifestyle or a healthier experience can be more successful if you don't try to cold turkey all that shit at once anyway. You can't just overnight, right, think I'm gonna eat less red meat and I'm never gonna have coffee again and I'm never gonna have chocolate again and I'm never, like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I mean, it might. Cold turkey works for certain things for some people. Like for me, when I quit smoking, 16 million times probably, I say that it works, but it does. It works. I have to do it cold turkey, otherwise I'll keep smoking. So my point is here, pile one. I promise there's a point here. Don't feel guilty for turning off the alarm. Don't feel guilty to cancel plans. Don't feel guilty to ask your boss for another day. Don't feel guilty to leave the laundry there. Okay? What's one pile turning into 2 piles of laundry? You're still going to do laundry at the same time. I'm not saying always be lazy, always have no motivation, always, avoid your responsibilities. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give yourself space. And also, smart mechanics, using the right effort with the right step and taking the right action at the right time. Being smarter with how you move. Moving with a purpose. All right? That's definitely a message. I hope this helped. I know that I rambled. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you in the next one. All right, pile 2. You have the Cardinal. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. I was saying with pile 1, because they had the Blue Jay. Blue Jays and Cardinals both are actually spirit birds, but specifically Cardinal is the bird that kind of gives us messages from past over loved ones. So take that message. Scorpion. Leadership role. That's the second time of the leader archetype. Third time right here with this electric eel. Convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. All right, I definitely have something to say. Bison, wow. Sacred buffalo, cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. Abundance. Dreaming. That's a border collie. Dream big. So the border collie is coming up. And the golden eagle. Enlightenment and success. Almost every single card. No, not almost. All of the cards have some form of success and abundance behind them. The meaning of success and abundance and how to get there. How to do it with respect, sincerity, gratitude, and prayer. Those 4 things, always incorporating that in your dream. Because you do have a big dream. You want to not have a slice of the pie. You want to have the whole pie somewhere in your life. And the spirit animals that are with you, again, let me repeat. The cardinal, the scorpion, the electric eel, the bison, the border collie, and the golden eagle. But let me actually make sure that that's an electric eel, because it might be something else, because this book has very specific water beings, oceanic beings, I should say. The white mouth moray eel. See, it's not an electric one. The white mouth moray eel, M-O-R-A-Y, is a fish that has a long, sleek body that resembles a snake. So you could be working with the snake spirit animal too. The white mouth moray eel is quite shy, despite its strong appearance, preferring to spend most of its time concealed inside crevices and alcoves. Their strong jaws seem to open and close as if they're trying to talk to you. Allow yourself the opportunity to clarify what you're trying to get across to someone else. Realize that you may not be clearly explaining what you mean. Here's the thing. With that one, now that I know that it's a shy animal, and the scorpion, both of those, very reserved, right? Especially the scorpion, does not come out a lot. If it does come out, it's to hunt, or it comes out with a purpose, with a meaning. But for me, the scorpion, first of all, it's the fire element. Cardinal also gives me the fire element. So somewhere you're needing to incorporate the fire element into your alchemical process of creating abundance and success. But I don't want to use the word of threaten, but the Scorpion for me is very cautious. If it comes out for a person, you right now, it tells me that you are a very cautious, maybe even a little bit suspicious person. You are cautiously optimistic about things in life. You're a very practical person, but there's something here about this, again, this huge dream of yours, and it's a very go big or go home energy. You want it all. You're not just trying to get a little bit piece of it. So it's actually good that you have a Scorpion coming out, because calculated moves, calculated risks, all right, being practical, being realistic, but also not holding yourself back, coming out of your shell, coming out for the world to see. There's a natural leader within you. Family is involved right now. Family is a big deal. Maybe you're trying to do something for your family. You need to get that higher perspective with the eagle, right? What is the path of enlightenment to your path of success? What is that? What kind of enlightenment is there, right? Enlightenment meaning knowledge and wisdom, accessing. My guide stopped me. The enlightenment comes with the respect and the sincerity from your heart. Your enlightenment is in your heart. You're going through a heart ascension, a heart awakening, accessing what does your heart want, what does it need, what is it trying to say, and then communicating from the heart, speaking from the heart, listening from the heart also, right? That's a beautiful balance of communication, not only speaking, but listening from the heart. So when other people are speaking to you or communicating towards you, listen from your heart. Put yourself in their shoes. Have that mutual agreement, that mutual understanding, working with others, co-creating. I'm getting this very specific message of knowing how to network, knowing how to oh my gosh, I just can't think right now. What's the word? It's driving me crazy. Collaboration. I don't know why I was struggling to think of that word. Collaborating. How do you collaborate? How do you co-create? Where's the teamwork, right? Because a good leader, like you are a natural leader. You know, like, I don't care. Okay? Stop hiding. Come to the forefront. Lead the pack. All right? You can naturally do it more so than you think, because you're a good communicator. Okay? You have a very good skill of oration. And yeah, people respect you. So respect yourself, right? Respect your dream. Respect the path that you're on. Respect your path towards success. There's the enlightenment there. It's unfolding ahead of you. Unfolding ahead of you. So look at it. Acknowledge it. Accept it. Because sometimes when success comes, and it comes in many forms, but when it comes, sometimes we have a hard time accepting it. Maybe there's a lack of worth there, a lack of confidence, a lack of understanding, whatever. There's some kind of lack, and then that leads to not accepting it. But you need to accept it. All right. I hope this helped. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.